Howdy, and welcome to How Fish is Made by Wrong Organ. Download the link in the description if you'd like to play. This game is available completely for free on both itch.io and Steam, so you have your pick of the litter. It's completely free, so, I mean, you know, you pick which one you prefer. I'm personally using the Steam one, even though I usually prefer itch, just because this one comes with the standalone side expansion, the last one, and then another, which maybe you can tell is new content in the bottom right of the screen. Just so it was bundled together, it's a little bit easier. You have to download them separately in the itch.io version. So I was like, whatever, you know, it's free, you know, might as well just do the Steam one. So Wrong Organ, you might know as the developers of mouthwashing, which has been very popular recently, seeing as it just came out in September of this year as of this recording, which was, you know, like 3 months ago, although I think it was like the end of September. And if you haven't played mouthwashing, it's pretty fucked up. It's one of the better horror games, like, period, that I've seen. Probably one of my favorites of this year, just hands down, but maybe my favorite horror game of the year. I'd have to, like, sit down and make that list. I haven't done that yet. I need to check my T's and just cross my I's. I don't know why I said check my T's. You know, you normally say cross your T's, dot the I. It doesn't matter. But yes, so if you like to support the developers, you can go purchase mouthwashing. It's very good. You'll have a great time. So How Fish is Made. So this came out 2022, I believe. Then they made, you know, the expansion. I believe, aside from personal projects, have been working on mouthwash since then. Like, I know one of the developers, I saw that they had done the game's toolkit jam. I don't think that's actually the proper what it's called, but you probably know what I'm talking about. I know they did an entry for, I believe, this year's jam. I didn't actually check the year, but I think it was this year's jam. So I don't know what this game is about. I don't know how fish is made. And about the game, in the literal sense, I can assume, etc., Animals, Discovery Channel, you know, whatever. But let's, if I move the cursor around, we can slightly move the camera as our fish falls, or I assume this is our fish, falls down this tube. So let's fucking play. Sound of a train as we fall down. And we fall down, we fell down a chute. We are now in some kind of space. I can flop around. The movement is very fishy, as you would hope it would be with this kind of ambulatory that's going on. Let's see. E? Click? Click is what does it. Oh, hello. You just dropped. Tell me, are you going up or down? You'll have to make your mind. You'll have to make up your mind by the end. Even the oiliest of us all will have to. You don't have a... You don't... So don't flatter yourself with your choice. Boy, I need to learn how to read. Where am I going? Don't worry about that. So, which is it? Up or down? Well, only cowardly fish go down. We're going up, baby. Haha. Are you sure? I mean, I'm not. No. I don't have context for what these choices could mean, but by the way, the machine can't talk to you. So you shouldn't talk to it. Haha. Well, I mean, thank you for letting me know that the machine can't talk to me. You know, sometimes you talk to things that don't talk to you back to you, though. You know, it's not that strange. You just do that sometimes. But we don't really have context for what that choice could mean. I suppose the other fish in this system, whatever it is, very reminiscent of not exactly the environment of mouthwashing, but it's similar. Got a bit of a Clanker's Cavern kind of going on. Little Banjo-Kazooie. What's up, my friend? Up, up, up! You look like a smart guy. You also know the way is one way, and that way is up, and it ain't no two ways about it. I've always known it was up. I've never asked. I never changed. Never lied. Let me hear you sing it. I like to hear it. Where you going? Where you going? Well, we're going up, baby. Up, up, up. The water, what has it wrong? The flesh has it wrong. Everything goes up, up, up in the end. Yeah, this is our man. You know what you're talking about. What is the... Oh, this is a, like a... Those, like, six-pack plasticky holder thingies. Oh, yeah, we can talk to you. I wasn't sure if you... Because you were moving, so I was sure you're not dead. But you do appear to be stuck. Because, you know, you have to tear those apart before you throw away, or else fish are going to get caught in them. Why do these end up in the ocean? Don't worry about that part. What fortune that we should meet. Do not be foiled by that one. He is lost, like so many are. We can only poetry them. I see you are in awe of my throne of inspiration. It clung to me suddenly one day, much like all my ideas do, complete and undentable. Complete and undentable. No, take it in as much as you like. It is as confirmation of my most oily brain. Do tell what blind groping has brought you to your choice. Be forewarned, I did a lot of thinking to know which is indeed the correct way. All answers come to me very quickly. Such is my burden. Would you like to know? It might change your entire word few. It is down. Yes, this I know for sure. But how? I hear you ask. Let me explain. No. It is simply too complex for you to fathom. My methods are beyond simple minds. I have never, ever thought of a single reason to question myself. Can you believe it? No, you cannot. I am elated to have saved you from making a father embarrassment of yourself. Just think of me as your guide, mentor and sage. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. I guess that guy was lying to us after all, even though he said he never lied. But this guy, he never questions his choices because he's always right. So, I mean, obviously, maybe it's got to be... Okay, for a second I wasn't sure if this was like a slide. We were told of the machine that we shouldn't speak to. We haven't come across it. We've only come across intelligent fish and excited fish and starter fish who just, I guess, sits by the beginning and goes, "Hoo boy! You're here, huh?" I guess like the, what's it, the crestfallen warrior and one darkened soul. This guy doesn't look like he's doing too good. Ah! Oh, hello. The way's over there. I don't know what to do. My family went up, but my best bud said that down is the correct choice. The family is big, but distant in their togetherness. But their big group together is safest. It's the toppedest truth. Why would he do this to me? Down is wrong. I can feel it between my shiniest flakes. We've swam together since both of us were but scrampy things. But how can I know if he will agree to always be my friend? No one cares about how I feel, not even him. I don't want to choose if I can't know exactly how it'll turn out. Which way should I go? Up with the family or down with my buddy? Well, I just heard that down was the correct choice, but you always got to be down with your buddies. Really? I've been so stupid. I can't make decisions for myself. My buddy always told me as such. He'll be angry when I join him, but he always tells me how to earn his forgiveness. I won't make this mistake again. Oh, how wonderful, how good, this freedom of certainty. I think we just did a bad thing, but that's fine. Sometimes you make mistakes in this life. I could go back and talk to those other fish. I feel like they made their points pretty clear. Yeah, this is the stuff. All you other idiots, you're just sitting out there in the dry. I'm in the wet. This is where we belong. Who cares about up or down? I got wet right here. This is good. Well, we have a choice of up and down. I haven't seen where we make this choice. I assume this isn't it, but I guess we're going down for now. As we flop down, it kind of looked a bit like like brain lobes at the beginning, but it's kind of throaty, some kind of intestine, perhaps. Unsure. We don't have any form of light, so I probably shouldn't wander too much in the dark, because I will just get lost. I get lost pretty easily. What are you looking at, buddy? You having fun? Behold, what did we do to deserve bearing witness to such glory? It must mean something. But what? What is it trying to say? Whoa! I've groped through my noggin. I find every detail. I don't understand the message. There must be a way out of this creature's stomach. The answer is here. It looks down upon us. Oh! What is it revealing? Well, if I know anything about these things, it says up, baby. No, I think it's down. Can you see it? I think I can see it. It talks to me. I can hear its approval in the back of my throat. That wasn't like the back of my throat. I was like, can I do that? Not on short notice. I must get inside. I must be cleansed by this untainted substance. Yeah, yeah, not a lot of taint in there. You can say, in one meaning of the word. Yeah? Oh, to be chosen for such sublime anointment. I truly envy him. I must become worthy. Well, I hope you become worthy, buddy. You know, not everybody fits in a condom that way. So, I mean, you know, power to you, I guess. You know, we're just gonna continue on. This has gotta be uncomfortable, you know, flopping down like this. You know, you'd think, like, eventually, you know, when you're asleep and you're sleeping on your side, you're like, or maybe this is just because I wake up so frequently in the night, where I'm, like, sleeping on a side and I wake up, I'm like, oh, I gotta switch sides. You know, this side has been slept on enough. Oh, what are you doing? Don't touch that. Somebody help me. Help. Can we help? I'm not sure we have the limbs situation to be able to help, but let's at least talk you. Let's talk you out. Oh, please help me. It's embarrassing, but I thought I had found the gills of this creature that swallowed us, so I figured I'd wriggle my way through them. But who would have thought? They were not gills. If it's not too much of a bother, could you unstuck me? Thank you ever so much for your kindness. Oh, wait, hold on. This is important. Whatever you do, just make sure not to touch that round, red, glowing thing over there, okay? Thanks. Woo, what a relief. I thought I might be stuck in here forever. I don't think we have any systems of interacting with this. I can barely feel my fins. Are they still there? Honestly, from this angle, I think they aren't. I can see your tail. You know, you could try and take up a new life as like, hey, no, guys, I'm an eel. Doing eel things. I don't think we're fast enough to slip through this while it does its thing, and the game won't allow us. So, hey, maybe this red glowing thing. I don't know if it's been pressed while you've been in there, but maybe it'll help you somehow. Well, it helped you in a manner of the meaning, you know. It's not exactly what you wanted, but, you know, sometimes help comes in mysterious ways, you know, like that Godfeller, you know. So you're welcome, actually. We got some sacks here. They kind of look like, what if you took two lungs and slapped them together into almost of a heart shape, but I'm guessing, given the fish theme, maybe they're supposed to be like what fish eggs look like up close, perhaps? Maybe that's what's going on there. Hard to say, hard to know. I mean, it's not that, like, I could look it up and find out, but, you know, I don't know what those are. Yeah, the game did mention trypophobia. I'm not entirely sure if that's how that's pronounced. With these lotus-looking thingies, and that has, like, little wobbly things in there. I'm not sure if those are eyes or if they're perhaps, like, fish eggs. I'm not sure if that's a fish egg laying sitch, if they lay them in lotus-looking thingies, if this is just part of the spook factor. I don't know, because we got a bunch of gunk, you know. Could be some kind of, like, placenta, perhaps, given, you know, assuming that eggs, I don't know. You know, believe it or not, I've never seen a fish give birth. I've never seen fish eggs in a situation that isn't caviar, and I've never actually seen caviar up close, believe it or not. I do not have a lot of money. Don't got that caviar cash. I've only seen caviar in, like, you know, like shows or media, or like, I believe there's that sushi row, like the row sushi, you know, with, like, I believe, I mean, row is caviar. I guess maybe caviar is probably something specific, but row is also fish eggs. So I've never actually seen row sushi. I have, you know, seen it in stuff, including the Lick-a-Tongue Eat Up Sushi game in Pokemon Stadium 1. Famous touch point of people who are 30 to 40 years old. So, you know. Okay, so where are we now? Well, we're in a less industrial-looking area. It does appear to be tarps put up, as if we were in some kind of construction site. A room or building being, I was gonna say redecorated, but that's not the word. You know, it's being worked on. You get it. You know, very, very Silent Hill-y. What do you got in there, buddy? I can't... Is that... It's like some kind of crustacean, I believe. Like a pill bug kind of crustacean. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that there's one of these kind of guys in like the Splatoon 2 DLC, the Mimcake guy, whose name I can't remember, even though he's a great character. But I think that might be the same kind of thing. It also might be some kind of bug or parasite bugging this larger fish.
What fortune have you that you dropped into this most productive of places? Him? Why, me and my friendo go way back. I ate his
Oh, okay, this is the bug, actually.
And we've been co-workers ever since. I bet you we have a lot of learnings we can share. I always say you have to get passionate about something. Me? I'm passionate about friendship. I want to be there for people as much as possible. It's like my buddy here always says, teamwork is the soul of success.
I think that's beautiful. Now, well, by golly, I've been struck by the most brilliant of ideas. Would you mind if I incentivized you with a little musical stylings of my own creation? My friendo does enjoy a little show tune here and there. Alrighty then, hold on to your gills. And now we're gonna get to hear the musical stylings of this thing that ate the tongue of this fish, and find out how incorrect I was both with shots with his voice, I guess. Woo! Yay! We love the performance. It was good. I knew there was a musical bit going into this. I saw it on the itch.io page. I mentioned a musical, so I thought there might be I mean, there were lyrics to it. There just weren't vocals to the lyrics. And unfortunately, I don't have the musical stylings to put vocals to the lyrics. And if I did, well, if I had the skills, I would. If I tried now, then that would just make that segment unbearable for everyone. But yeah, damn, they just put a little music video in there. Very fun. I appreciated hearing the show tunes of that thing that ate his friendo's tongue. Which, I mean, we've all been there, where you have your best friendo in the world, and you're just like, I think I'm gonna eat your tongue, bro. And then you do, and then you become your friend's mouthpiece forever. And, it seems Friendo's cool with it. Lets him stay there. They do show tunes together. Like, he doesn't have a tongue, but he could leave. He's the larger creature in the situation. He could probably get out of there, assuming he's still alive. But he did seem like he was still alive. Also, whenever it cut, whenever he was like, sing it, friendo, and they, cut to, the, continuous zoom in of the fish, I have no mouth and I must scream, even though, has mouth, just no tongue. And, cut back and it's like, I'm in a hole. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. So they get into the fish's, verse, but no, that's not what was happening there. There's a lot of assumedly dead fish here and something. I thought it was a faucet, but I'm not exactly sure what that could be. Maybe some kind of pipe delivery system, like fish would fall out of it, but it looks like it's solid at the bottom. I don't know. Have, believe it or not, no experience as a fishmonger. Perhaps that tool would make more sense in that sense, Still not entirely sure what's up with these, lotusy, egg-ridden thingies. Not exactly sure, but, why do you deserve it? That's a good question. Will you be able to live with it? Try and try and try and try and try and try again. Those double action hinges have always been there. Just for you, right? You'll come back. Everyone does. Weak. Or you'll go looking one way or another, right? Weak. All right. I don't know who said that. I don't mind. Inner thoughts, one of you. Doesn't really matter. Because we're weak. But it's fine, Because we've made our choice. The smartest fish we know said down. That dude's totally not abusive buddy said down. That one dude was very excited about up. And we were just told that we're weak. And we want to prove them wrong, right? We're not weak. We're going to go up. That's my choice currently. I don't believe we've been given enough information to make an informed choice. But, sometimes you can't make an informed choice. Sometimes you just gotta, roll the dice and see what happens. And, it seems like this may be our last chance to gain a little bit more information. So, we're very close to, giving a little smooch. Can I get a little? No, I can't get any closer. Yeah. So, we can give this person a little smooch. Not that we know them. So, we just walked up. Mwah, and it's like, okay, well, what's your deal? Let's talk. It is time. Choose. Well, we no more information. We're going up, baby. I see. Do you understand yet? This choice that has been given to a worthless critter like you, that is the gift, not the outcomes. Did the uncertainty scare you? Or does it scare you more to know there is no choice for you at all? Then all of this would have been for nothing. But wouldn't it feel better? Don't flatter yourself. I'll tell you a secret. You've already made your choice. This is not about making a decision. This is a test of conviction. Have you strayed from your path? Have you been honest and true to your truth, even to others? Did you believe me just now? I'm just a fish in an imposing room. Good enough, right? Yeah, good enough. I wouldn't eat any of those. They taste awful. Well, I don't have the mechanics to eat. I never tried many of the other buttons, but I don't think we have the mechanics to eat anything here. So, was that guy screwing with us? Or was that they look like monsters to you? I assume was screwing with Heather. But, were we just screwed with? Was there no choice? Because, we never got the information to really make an informed choice. So, what's exactly happening here? Who knows? We've stayed pretty true to our conviction of going up. We've told people to go down because, they have to go meet their buddy who's smarter than them and can tell them everything what to do. This is really it, huh? I'll level with you. Ain't really sure I can do this. Or ain't real sure. Did you run into that smart-talking fella earlier? He sure did seem to know what he was talking about. Here I've been always thinking I'm the biggest thing in the water. Look at me now. A big old boy shivering like a scamp out in the blue. Huh. Anyway, I thought keeping track of how many fish went in either direction could help. Not sure it did at all, let me tell you. Reckon you want to hear how many have gone each way? Nah. Right on, partner. Swim your own way. Yeah, I mean, like, knowing how many chose, like, I mean, it's interesting statistic, but we don't really have data to back up, like, what up or down means. So, I mean, what does it matter how many chose which way to go? Like, does it mean there'll be more fish there? Would that make us more happier? Happy? Make us more happier? That it doesn't sound correct. Make us more happy? I don't know. You know? So, you know, we might as well as just, you know, make our own choice. We don't have data points or... I mean, we could have data points. We could have learned, you know, oh, you know, 30% go up or whatever, you know. How does that help us? It doesn't really. So, let's head on up. You know, maybe that one fish was right. We never really had a choice. What does it matter? I guess we'll find out. You know, I always hated it hearing, don't worry, a lot of people are going through the same thing. You're not alone. There's this selfish barbed wire inside my chest that coils up at that. No, my pain is more tragic, grander, deeper, if only you knew. That's not true, of course. I hate talking about it. Because I hate people who talk about it. And that's not very nice. That's not okay. That's not how you can be about all this. That's not romantic, but at least it's true. Don't worry. A lot of people are going through the same thing. And that's what makes it the best USP yet. USP yet. Makes us the best. And that's what makes it the best USP yet. Is this Smartfish again? Thanks for playing. Your growing mass is grand. Your growing mass is a grand leaking open wound. All thoughts wail simultaneously. The merged knowing of all insightful brains. Complete worldly knowledge curls in on itself into a snarled amalgamation. The weight of information collapses in on itself. Vast, but useless. This putrid mass rots from within, mauls, dies, impregnates itself to birth more fat, more muscle, more tissue. Nothing can be accomplished, for consensus cannot be reached. As one, you are a swelling god of no purpose, no direction, no self. So I guess that was how fish is made. I don't think we learned how fish is made. What does this mean? So, obviously, the game is presenting us a choice. We're hearing people's thoughts about the choice. And we're not given information on what the choice is. So, we're seeing people assign meaning to the choice. Do they have more information than us, or do they know exactly what we know? Probably they know exactly what we know, given by the fish at the end who's paralyzed by like the choice and is just watching what other people do to try and draw a, I guess, statistical, like, well, you know, I don't even know what statistics you could draw from that. Like, oh, more people go this way, I'll go that way. Or, oh, more people went that way, I should probably go the other way. You know, that kind of deal. Like, you know, like getting on the highway or trying to get off the highway, you know, determining, you know, your best course and which way will be, I guess, easier to pass through. But, you know, we weren't given any information for our choice. So it's kind of hard to prescribe meaning to this game from my perspective at this moment, beyond, you know, choice making, and I guess what people prescribe to a choice that perhaps they don't have any information on. Like perhaps, you know, they've made up their mind and they're now going to assign some kind of meaning to it, whether it's like, oh, no, it's up is obviously correct and getting like hype about it, or, you know, like, no, obviously you got to go down. Let me tell you how smart I am and why this is the correct choice. You can't even phantom why this is the best choice, you know. So perhaps that's the meaning of the game. But, you know, maybe, you know, we just don't know how fish is made. So, yes, this is how fish is made. We will be playing... okay, let me see. What is the next one called? The expansion is called The Last One and Then Another One. I believe that's what it's called. I could have the words out of order or have just used the incorrect ones. But yes, this is How Fish is Made by Wrong Organ. Once again, you can check out Mouthwashing.